gratitude to the altitude. Give thanks for the time, the moment, the energy, right? Give thanks to the universal principles. We give thanks to nature. We give thanks to the creator gods, right? We give thanks for life. To be, right? Just to be who you are is a plus. To be who you truly are, you know, to understand who you are and what you are here to do is unique. You're listening to Ajadi, and many people might have problems with the name Ajadi because they see the Ja in between the A and the D, which only simplify, you know, to the meaning of that name, to simplify it for people to understand and understand and overstand and higher stand. Yeah, it means the God within, right? And for an individual to know the essence of their being, right? What you bring within inside of you is very important. It is very important because your soul is the whole essence and the full embodiment of the whole universe. The light that is within everyone, also the darkness which is in everyone, has to be balanced, has to be aligned with self, within self, to find the redeem out of self. To find that balance, one has to go through several different transitions to escape the traps of this system, to escape the traps of the emotional space, the traps of the mental space, and the traps of the lower parts of self, right? When one escapes that and align themselves with a higher sort of vibration, a higher frequency, then they can be speaking about, gaining access to the higher consciousness, the higher awareness of that consciousness, right? So I've been hearing people talking about, this 21st, the beginning of the winter solstice. And a lot of people be talking about how they're getting superpowers. Right? So people been talking about, oh, you're gonna get superpowers, and people gonna be, like gaining certain abilities. You think you're gonna get something that you didn't work for? You must be out of your mind, right? If you did not work for it, you won't earn it. If an individual is still on a low frequency of self, you definitely can't access that sort of ability, right? There is an upgrade going on with the planet, of course, that is supposed to upgrade human beings' awareness to higher levels of awareness. Definitely. infinitely, right? Because we're in this time of knowing, right? I'm still coming to more awareness about the 365 days, because within myself I know that 360 degrees make a full circle. In numerology, you add 3 and 6, you get 9, and 9 is a divine number. When it comes to that 9 energy, you're talking about a humanitarian energy, right? And it goes really deep because there's a lot of, mixed information, right? And what we can do right now is just connect the dots, right? Connecting the dots will give us, the awareness to see a bigger picture. And let me just go back to what I was saying about superpowers, right? This electromagnetic energy between Jupiter and Saturn, with the alignment to Earth right now, it is an electromagnetic vibration, right? And people can only gain this upgrade based on the fact of the work that they've been putting in healing self, living a decent life of being righteous, right? Having a clean, pure heart and a healthy state of mind. Okay, you have to have that healthy space of mind and that frequency of the heart to raise those levels of electromagnetic energies and frequency, to have what they call the macabre or your naga energy, or the expansion of the etheric field, the aura, to have that expansion of self. One will be able to tap into a higher frequency of self, right? Because what really governs this multiverse and this dimension that we're in right now in Earth is electromagnetic energy, right? Frequency, energy, and vibration, right? First, an individual has to master sexual energy, right? Which is combined by that electromagnetic energy to keep building up that energy to higher frequencies and vibration, right? And then one has to master their own essence of, confident, to turn that confidence into their own power, which should not be abused, and sex should not be abused either. It should be a divine flow of connecting that sexual energy to cosmic energy, right? An energy of orgasmic flow, right? And after you master those areas of the sexual energy, the solar plexus energy, right? Now you're talking about the heart energy, to understand what your love is, how to not be full up with hate and envy and jealousy, not on the lower version of what love is, right? where that is all about um oh, that word I forgot, just having, that down feeling, obsession, right? Not to confuse that with obsession, because that is not love. To have true love for self is to love yourself totally. No matter what, people say about you, how you look. People always say things about me. It's not about my physical self. I love my physical self, don't get me wrong. But what is within me is precious than silver and gold, right? This outer surface, yeah, I do adore it, but balancing that with my inner self, giving my inner self more juice, more energy, more vitality, gives my physicality more beauty, more, just more, how would I say now, gives this physical body more vitality and strength, and just shines a light upon it, right? So I know that what is within us is very unique, and to have love for ourselves is a key, to love self totally. Don't care what no one has to say in their disrespectful manner, right? Because that is of no use. When people speak disrespectfully to others, they are also classifying themselves as that too, because that is coming out of them. So it is also manifesting within them, right? So at this point of knowing myself, I know how to speak words of divine frequencies, words of full encouragement, words of upliftment, because by doing that, I'm actually uplifting myself to uplift others, right? And that is something to really, do, you know, just to speak, truth, speak, positive, uplifting words to each and every one. I mean, sometimes people do get us upset, and we feel like retaliating in different sort of manner of way. And we just gotta look in self, go within and cleanse self, heal self. Is like a continuous healing process, right? This journey, of healing and knowing self more and discovering all the different sections or different things about self, is unique. So I'm just here to say, within this time of knowing right now, it's best, to keep building up, right? Because this vicious, wicked, systematical matrix, right, is here to keep oppressing us. And if an individual does not rise up to that, knowing like, alright, you cannot trick me no more, right? I am going to find this out for myself. And that's where it begins, by knowing yourself and knowing what is best for you. Not what he said, not what I said, but what you know that is best for you, right? What is healthier for you, what is it that is going to take you to the next level? What is it? Right? We all have choices and decisions to make, and we gotta make sure that we make the best decisions in life that can bring us to the places that we need to be. All right, there's much going on within this world right now, and if you're watching this video right now and you're in my age group, right, 20 years ago, right, 20 years ago, in the year 2000, there was something similar to what is happening right now. The confuse of the masses, where they claimed it was the end of the world, when we know that anytime these people speak about something pertaining to the end of the world, it's the end of a cycle, an end of a period of time, going into different phases and alignments with the stars and other planetary systems, right? So they only can trick and fool some people for now, but definitely people will rise up and become more smarter. So they try all sort of tricks and tactics to confuse the people, right? People, you should get in tune with self, right? Take care of yourself. Let me tell you what these people are good at. They are good at producing fear to the masses, and that keeps human beings low on a low frequency. And they are good at manipulating your taste buds. You know, when something tastes good in your mouth, it sends a signal to the brain, and the brain gets used to that nice, juicy taste. I know you fall in love with that taste, right? So all your mind can be focused on is that piece of meat that is seasoned up good and fried, and when you taste it, it's so delicious. I was caught in that too, and I tell you, like, it took me a while. It took me a long while to stop eating that damn meat, right? And things working out better for me right now because I know what I know. And by putting all of those contamination within our system, it blocks all sort of energy flow, right? And the body needs energy. The body needs energy to be vital, to be active, to produce more action, right? So I know how these people really program other people, right? Lucky enough, by the works of the cosmos, the works of the universe, the works of nature, the works of the divine entities who are in our favor, I rise up out of that, right? To find a greater awareness and knowing. Okay, and I said all of that to go back to this. People talking about gaining superpowers, yo. You can't get anything that you did not work for. If you plant an apple seed into the ground, that's what you're gonna get. An apple tree, not a pear tree, not a mango tree. You're gonna get exactly what you sow, right? And that goes for me too, right? Because I'm also speaking this message right now, and it's for me likewise, right? So We sow what we reap. If you're not putting in the work, don't expect to get anything, right? If you're not preparing yourself on this journey to receive the gifts of the cosmos, to know thyself, to know self first before any other thing, don't expect to get no special sort of gift, whether you're melanated or not, right? Because there's a process that each and everyone has to go through, right? I mean, what's happening within our universe right now, within nature, within this higher up octave of energies, is here for our benefit. It's here to electrify us and magnetize us and give us that sense of more action, more knowing. But if you're not in that position to receive it, if you're not in the position of knowing it, if you're not in the position of taking care of yourself, if you're not in that position, to go on this journey of self-discovery and self-healing and building up self higher and higher, don't expect to get anything. If you have envy in yourself, if you have any sort of corrupt agenda, if you have issues with other people, if you're talking negative things about other people, and when I say negative, I'm talking low vibrational things about other people, then don't expect to get anything, right? So all you guys speaking about all you superpowers and stuff like that, it doesn't work like that, right? I'm not saying I'm gonna get no superpowers either because I know that it takes effort, it takes a lot, to go on that journey. It's not easy because of the way we were, dumbed down, right? In so much ways and so much different levels. So if you're not on that journey of seeking and knowing self, yeah, the universe cannot acknowledge an individual that it does not know. The universe, the omniverse, the multiverse, the inner verse has to be activated first. Put it like that. The inner verse, which is you have your own inner self, which is your own inner universe. That has to be activated to connect with the ultimate universe, right? Within you, within me, right? To access a higher octave of awareness. And from there, you become a different individual. There's things that we can do as people that is, when I say unique, that is magical, that is things that you see on TV, put it like that. There's things that people can do. Everyone has special gifts within them. Until that day comes when they acknowledge it, when they know it, when they sense it, when they discover who they are, when they come from their lower version of self and start to ground themselves, to accept themselves, then they shall reach to the altitude of self, to be self, and to receive the gifts of the omniverse, the universe, the multiverse, right? So yeah, we give thanks for the time, the moment, the energy, right? Yeah, always have gratitude to the altitude. And the only reason why I came and I did this video was just to tell you guys that you cannot gain nor get something that you did not work for, and this is in divine principle way, no other way. I mean, some people go and take things that is not theirs, later they shall pay for that, right? So we gotta understand the concepts, of these principles, because we are in this Venus Saturn matrix, and you know that when Saturn energy is all about restriction, strict, and passing different stages, different levels. So if you don't pass certain levels, you can't reach to where you need to go. Not because Jupiter is in alignment, that doesn't mean everyone is gonna get like a certain connection. No, if you don't know about it, then how can you receive it? You have to know about it to actually perceive it and receive it. And nothing will be given to an individual that is corrupt. We're dealing with divine principles, right? So if you're slacking, right, and if you have dirty intentions and dirty ways, don't expect to get anything. Everyone talking about this great conjunction. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. No. If there's principles in earth, there are greater principles in the galaxy, in the omniverse, in the universe. Alright? So all my soul tribe, people who are on this journey of seeking and knowing and building, gratitude to the altitude. The ones who know, like really know, and understand this way of perceiving, this knowing, and just delving into this essence and vibration. Gratitude to the altitude, right? Peace, tranquility. Continue to build and discover more about self, right? From a knowledge standpoint to intuitive, divine awareness to a divine sensation of vibration and frequencies. So, more strength, more wisdom, right? To you and all who have viewed this video. More strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It's Ajadi, full of style and strategy, tranquility.